Assalamu alaikum and a very good morning to you all. I hope you guys are doing really well today, and we made it till the end of the week. Not that I was waiting for the end of the week, I just didn't know if we would make it till the end of the week. We've had ups and downs behind the scenes, but it's been absolutely fantastic, and it's been a roller coaster and an adventure, but it's been fun. And today we have another fascinating show for you. This week we tried to give you something new. We tried to bring you personalities from all over Pakistan. We had the amazing Samrat Sabai on the show yesterday, which was absolutely like mind-blowing, and since that interview I have been in a constant reevaluation, reassessing everything. I'm looking at things very differently, and it was really good, and I really hope that you guys enjoyed it as much as I did. And that's what we're here for. That's what we are here for. While this morning is here to provide you information and infotainment as well, because there are, like I always say, there are bad things happening all over the world, but we have to also look at the good stuff. And, it's the bad that make us value the good, and vice versa. So for that, we're trying to create some sort of social awareness. We're trying to bring people together and show you that, it doesn't matter which walk of life you've had, which area you're from, which province you're from, we're all Pakistani, and we're all citizens of the world, and we have to do our part. And there is someone who is in the studio today who is also playing their part to promote peace and collaboration between countries and people. This gentleman has created an art form merging two different styles, and he's created a new kind of calligraphic art form. I think that's the right way of saying it. We're going to get all the questions, we're going to get all these things answered and clarified, but he is mixing Urdu with Hindi, and it's absolutely stunning. We have images, we have the book here, and we have the author here as well. We have been joined by Dr. Syed Muhammad Anwar. He is an author and a peace activist, and he is promoting peace and collaboration in the South Asian region. Assalamu alaikum, good morning.
Alaikum.
Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you very much.
And what you're doing is absolutely fantastic. Trying to bridge the gaps and build bridges.
Right.
So we'll start from the beginning. You've come up with a calligraphic art form, which is Samroop Rachna.
Yeah.
Is that correct? So tell us, what is Samroop Rachna?
Yeah, it is the exact pronunciation of this art is Samroop Rachna.
Okay.
It's a Hindi phrase, not Hindi, specifically Sanskrit phrase. I have coined it, and these are two words. Samroop means congruence or similarity, and Rachna means design. So, as you have already introduced the art, so it is congruent designs, congruence of two scripts of one language. As you know, that our national language Urdu, this is my thesis, or what I want to promote in the region, that it is one language. When we speak, so it is one language, Hindi and Urdu, but when we write it, these are written in two different
Exactly.
scripts.
I don't understand. I mean, when I see Hindi, I'm just like, I don't know what that says.
So in linguistics, such type of languages are called synchronic digraphia. So a language has two scripts.
Right.
So Urdu or Hindi, whatever you may call it, I call it apni boli.
Okay, so Apni Boli, Hindi, Urdu. So this is the book.
Yeah.
Nice.
Thank you.
I really want to open it and look at it, but we'll show that to all our viewers in a moment.
Okay. So apni boli is our own boli. Apni boli means our own, or my language, our own language. So it is written in two different scripts, and unfortunately, unnecessarily,
Yes.
we have divided this great language in two different religions. We associate Urdu with Islam, and similarly we associate Hindi or Devanagari script with Hinduism,
Right.
which is fundamentally wrong, because language has no religion. Its speaker may have one, either Islam or Hinduism or Christianity or anything else. Daily we use English alphabet, Roman in our SMS. Our religion does not change.
That's true.
So,
Well, some people may argue that it does. I think that's a lot of the confusion out there. But this is, I want to hold this up again, and we will share the images. They're absolutely stunning, and you can actually see. So let's zoom in. So are we zooming in? Yeah. So it's really fascinating, this
Thank you.
this whole
And
kind of art form.
it has, in fact, it is a book of art. I have created this art, as I said, but it is a book of language also, linguistics also, and it is also related to our socio-cultural history of this region.
Right.
I want to highlight the commonalities of between India and Pakistan.
Wonderful. And here we go. It's on the screen now for everyone. And you can see the Urdu with the Hindi.
Yeah. So if you can, please give me the
Yeah, please.
book. It can also be used as a textbook. If you
Okay.
want to learn, say
I was just about to say, in the introduction, you have the English, then you have the Urdu, and you have the
yeah.
Hindi
So
as well.
on one page, I have written, for example, take this page.
Okay. Let's see.
It is written Buddha. Buddha you can read
Yep.
in Urdu and Buddha in Hindi, and there is a picture of Buddha.
Okay, so here we go. Oops. Okay, so we got. Thank God I got sorted my nails out this week, so it's fine. I can be a hand model today. Okay, great. So
So
now,
it is starting from Aleph to Ye.
wow. So you've gone through all of the different.
All of the letters of
Okay.
Urdu.
Okay. Now, it's wonderful that you've acknowledged that it's from the same region. We know language has no religion, but why were you interested in this?
In this, as I said, that Urdu is a great language, or Hindi is a great language. So we have 650 million speakers of this great language. In terms of numbers, this is the second largest language of the world. After Amerindian Chinese, then comes our own language, which is our national language. But since we have divided it into two different religions, so its importance, it is not able to get importance in the international arena. It is my belief that it should be one of the languages of the United Nations.
Okay. Yeah. That's interesting. And now we've got Zat Bat, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
Zat
Okay, I just wanted to check.
This is caste system.
Okay, the
Unfortunately,
caste
this is part of our culture. It is equally deep-rooted, as you can see in the picture. It is deep-rooted in our culture here in Pakistan, equally in India.
Yeah.
So it is damaging, it is thorny, it is bad.
Okay.
Simply. It is.
So So in regards to why you decided to do this, why you decided to bring these two languages together. So it's a very important language. A lot of people speak it. So what were the other objectives behind it?
The other objective is peace.
Okay.
Peace in the region. So when you want to bring peace in region of such a diverse region, you have to highlight the commonalities.
Okay.
So language is the biggest common denominator in the region.
Yeah.
You watch Bollywood movies daily almost, and you understand 100%.
Yes, that's true.
So there is no difference between Indians or Pakistanis and Indians, except a few words. And those words are related to religion or something specifically to some specific culture or religion. Otherwise, it's the same language. So if we stress the importance and commonality of our language, I believe that peace and tolerance, especially tolerance, will prevail
Okay.
in the region.
Absolutely. And in regards to, you came up with this idea, and I saw from the book as well, your mother taught you Hindi, is that correct?
Yeah, she taught me.
Now, how, socially as well, so let's talk about the social, because I want to then talk about how it's being received as well. But when you decided to do this, how was the reactions around you that, I'm going to find the similarities between the two cultures and languages and religions?
Yeah, so far as Pakistan is concerned, because there are not much people who can read or write Devanagari or Hindi.
Yes.
But across the board, the things are different. There are many, many, many people who can read or write both the scripts.
Okay.
So, to my astonishment, the first review on this book was published from Chandigarh
Wow, okay.
by Nirupama Dutt. She did not know me, and somehow she got the book through one of our friends, Professor Satyapal Sehgal. He is professor in Chandigarh University, and she just wrote a very good article
Okay.
there in Hindustan Times. Then another article came, an Indian press by Professor B.N. Goswami.
Okay.
He's a very senior professor.
We've jumped ahead to how they reacted after. I'm talking about when you first started to do this, when you came up with the art form, when you were writing your book. How were people around you reacting? Did you get support? Did people say, "Why are you doing this?"
Yeah, I got support from my family, obviously, my wife, my mother, my children, everybody. So, but the people around here, their reaction was very strange.
Okay.
Because if you write your name in Hindi here, so the first reaction in Pakistan, unfortunately, is, "Oh, you become Hindu."
Oh, okay.
And it's very strange and unfortunate, because it's just written in some other script. My name is written here on the book in English.
Yes.
Nobody will object it
Yeah.
or
No one's
see
gonna ask
it
if you're
from this angle.
Christian, yeah.
So this is what I want to promote is that's why I just said that the tolerance is much importance to promote peace.
Okay, and on that note, we have another image to share with you, and we'll share that now. Let's have a look. And this juta.
Yeah, juta.
Shoe.
So if you can read Urdu, you can clearly see juta,
Yeah.
and it is equally clearly written in Devanagari,
Okay.
and you can see the shape.
Yes.
So this is the art of Samrup Rachana, that if you don't know the meaning
Yeah.
of the word, or you can see the
You can see the
word
image.
itself,
Okay,
the
wonderful.
picture of the word.
Wonderful. That is really very, very artistic. So people had a strange reaction around you here when you started writing your name in.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Now, across the border, you've already mentioned that there were some very good reviews. It was very well received.
Yes.
So there were no problems across the border at all? Like people didn't say, what are you doing? No
No, they are
criticism?
very welcoming. In fact, a few days back, I got a call of a very famous poetess, Lata Haya. She called me from Bombay. "Oh, I just received your book and it's really wonderful, and we should do such work and we should promote such work."
Absolutely.
Yeah. So across the border, there is very warm response to this work.
And no, not in your own borders, there's no warm response?
Here is equally, yeah. But because I told you that there are not much people who can read Devanagari, the other script of Apni. So I want to promote both the scripts.
Okay.
So,
Well, I think it's not just about not being able to read Devanagari.
Yeah.
It's also about not everyone can read Urdu too.
Yeah,
So
equally.
that's a problem as
Yeah,
well.
that's a problem.
So now, in regards to promoting it and getting it out there, getting your message across, because in order to achieve peace, you need to reach the masses. How have you decided to kind of promote it or to show people who may struggle with reading as well?
Because these pictures are basically, these are huge frames, and I want to take them to India.
Okay.
Maybe in February, coming February, there is a conference, Rekhta conference, will be held. So I will take it there or at some other occasion.
Okay.
So this is the best way, I think, to promote it.
Absolutely.
Slowly and steadily.
Absolutely. You've got to go to the grassroots levels. Now, in regards to, obviously the aim is to promote conversation and peace, but practically, socially, how do you think that, how long do you think this process will take? Because, you're one of the few people who are working on this, and you're using an art form to actually bridge, because you're literally taking things from both countries. So there's no way that you could...
Peace between India and Pakistan will not be an event. It's a continuous process, and it will continue. forever. If you cannot put your effort for sustainable peace, so it will break down,
Okay.
and the process will break down. So it is our responsibility, citizen, the civil society of both the sides, to keep it on, no matter what the political situation is around. But you have to keep the peace process on at people-to-people level.
Socially. Yeah. Okay. Absolutely. Now, the whole art form. People paint. People may use oils, or they'll make an image or something abstract. But you chose calligraphy.
Yeah.
Why did you choose calligraphy?
Because calligraphy is related to language, and I want to promote. If I would have written this book in just simple book form, it would not have gotten such promotion.
The impact would have been less. Yeah. Okay, great. And we do have another image to share with you guys. And this one is fatwa. Fatah.
Fatwa.
Fatwa.
It's a dagger.
It's a dagger,
It
yes.
is.
With the blood
Just
at the
to
end.
depict the misuse of fatwa.
Okay.
How it is
Interesting.
being misused everywhere around, unfortunately.
Interesting. So even within your art form, you're picking up on social issues and taboos and...
Yeah, each and every word is related to some social issue, like Zatpat, like Fatwa, like
Juta.
Buddha, like Juta. Yeah, many people, it's a luxury for many people, millions
That's
of people in South Asia.
Shoes.
Due
Yeah,
to our
absolutely.
poverty.
You know what? I'm not going to actually try and read the others, because then I'll show my lack of...
What's your name?
Well, I'm
Your
just
good
trying to
name?
find another.
You can make
Tota.
you can learn your
Tota?
writing. Yeah, writing your name.
Maha.
Maha. So just pick up Meme, Ha,
Okay,
Aleph,
we'll
Ha.
do that in the
Ha,
break.
Ha.
Okay, now going forward, you've already said that next year you would like to take this to India to promote it. But are you planning to go beyond the continent, beyond the subcontinent?
Beyond the continent, yes, of course, but I don't think so. This book will have much appeal. So this already we are living in a world which is almost 1/5 of humanity is living here.
That's true.
We don't have self-confidence.
We don't need to go abroad. Yeah,
We
you're
are
right.
not
we don't
proud
need to
of
go
our
beyond.
language. Unfortunately, we are doing this program. This is I'm not criticizing it, but it's in English. It should be
Yes,
in Urdu.
because we know we have 8 channels of Urdu, but we have to also show everyone else, because the narrative needs to come from our own country as well. We can't have everyone else telling us
Yeah,
what we're
if
doing.
you take the statistics, every 6th person is a speaker of your language or your national language.
Absolutely.
He or she understands
Yeah,
the language.
true. So we need to place more value in our own
Yeah.
culture. Absolutely. But on that note, I would like to take any last messages from you, because we have run out of time.
Any last message
For all our
is
viewers watching today.
just promote tolerance and peace. We all are human. We all are one. And we are here for a very short period of time. So we should not waste our time for preparation of war or for doing war and killing.
Absolutely. Great. Thank you so much for
Thank
your
you very
message.
much.
Thank you.
Thank
And best of luck with everything. It's absolutely stunning, and it's
Thank
a
you.
great idea.
Thank
And
you. Pleasure.
it's beautiful. So
Thank
guys, if you do have time, do check it out. Do you have anything online details that we can share?
I have a Facebook with name of Samrup Rachana
Okay, great.
and
So-
a web page.
Great. So we will share that on our Facebook page. But we have finished this segment. But when you come back, we're going to be talking about art, but somewhere else in Islamabad. So stay tuned.
planted seeds, however minuscule in size, hold the promise of bearing fruit when they rise. And like a tidal wave, they shall conquer all, for they are the youth, proud and tall. Pakistan's prized youth holds the key for heralding in a new era, leading aggressively in all walks of life. As we speak, our new blood is progressing in leaps and bounds in the fields of information technology, academic excellence, social media and activism, performing arts and literature. A nation's future is certain to be bright on the helm of young shoulders, their determination and their might.
Honey contains flavonoids, antioxidants which help reduce the risk of some cancers and heart disease. Honey treatment may help disorders such as ulcers and bacterial gastroenteritis. All honey is antibacterial due to the fact that bees add an enzyme that makes hydrogen peroxide. Ancient Olympic athletes would eat honey and dried figs to enhance their performance. This has now been verified with modern studies showing that it is superior in maintaining glycogen levels and improving recovery time than other sweeteners. Honey helps with coughs, particularly buckwheat honey. It is more powerful than any lozenges and also helps in sleeping. Its antibacterial qualities are particularly useful for the skin, and when used with other ingredients can also be moisturizing and help reduce acne.
The smiling faces of Pakistan. PTV World, changing perspectives.
Assalamualaikum, welcome back everyone. And before the break, we were joined by a wonderful guest, Dr. Anwar, and he has made up a new form of calligraphic art, merging Hindi and Urdu. I'm not using the right term because it was very complicated, and I apologize if I got that incorrect. But it's absolutely stunning and fascinating, and he's using it to show the social issues, the stigma, and he's also showing that there's so much similarity and beauty in these two cultures and, you know, different countries that, you know, we shouldn't really, there's no need for us to have all this animosity towards each other in the social spectrum. Politically, you know, they're doing what they have to do, you know, Pakistan also, but socially we need to kind of overcome these stigmas and taboos attached with each other. But now someone else, some other people who are working on this to promote art, to promote Pakistani artists, and to promote social change through art, we have been joined by the director of Satrang Gallery, Asma Rashid Khan. Assalamu alaikum. thank you so much for joining us.
Walaikum
Welcome back. It's been a while since we've had you on the show.
That's right, yes.
But you guys have been very busy. You've been doing a lot of work with art and artists. Been seeing a lot of exhibitions going on. So give us a little bit of an update on as to what you've been up to over the course of this year.
Okay, thank you. Thanks for giving me this opportunity again. And really we see ourselves running a gallery showcasing contemporary Pakistani art. We see ourselves really as storytellers. It's like a narrative that the artists see what they see in society around them. They paint that, they explain it through their paintings, and we share it for them. We share it with an audience, with a greater audience through your television. And the audience at the gallery, the Serena Hotel is a busy place, so we have like hundreds of people seeing the art every single day. So frankly, in a sense, we see ourselves as a museum. I mean, since there's a shortage of museums in our country, we almost feel that we're a gallery plus a museum where the artworks are displayed for at least a couple of weeks, a month usually, each show.
Excellent.
So a lot of people can get to see the art.
Wonderful. And that's one beauty about this art gallery is that, you're just walking past, but you can then always see it as, it kind of catches your eye as you're going. Now, in regards to the art-going culture within Pakistan, I remember when we last met, we spoke about how, the culture isn't there within Islamabad. People aren't used to having these exhibitions, unlike Karachi and Lahore. Have you seen an improvement or a change within the tradition or the culture socially?
Yes, absolutely. And I feel we are the agents bringing the change.
Excellent.
The more the galleries, the better it is. And really, it's a kind of educating people in art and encouraging them. And the more galleries that show good art, the more the people who are going to watch it. And over the last few years, we've had the gallery for over 4 years now, actually. I have personally seen a big change, and a lot of young people are now interested in art.
Wonderful.
And it's interesting at the gallery, we see all sorts of families coming. We see young brides coming and posing with the paintings.
Oh, great.
And with the big sculpture pieces, there you see a bride posing and getting her photos taken.
Wonderful.
So, I mean, the whole idea is that people are engaging with art, and that is the idea of the gallery. It's a Serena Hotel. That we need to get more and more people to engage with art.
Okay.
And art is what you make of it. So they may have different interpretations of what they are seeing, but that's fine as long as there's dialogue, as long as there's an engagement and an understanding.
Okay, that's wonderful. I'm glad you said that because now it'll bring us to the point that we actually want to discuss about the social change that is being brought through art.
Yeah.
As you said, you want to improve the dialogue and the conversation and the discussion, but a lot of artists these days are using the art to highlight social issues, political issues. How are you using it? How do you promote it when you see an artist or you see a subject bugging you? How do you guys use it to change people's minds or to make them more aware of a situation?
Artists have always, over the centuries, whether it's writers, poets, artists, they've always been the mirrors of society. And it is they who help bring about a change in people's thinking through their works, whether it's literary works, poetry, painting. I mean, whether it's Iqbal, our poet laureate, or it's the great writers, the poets, Habib Jalib, Faiz, who brought about a change in people's thinking.
Right.
And that's what our contemporary art scene is doing. So really, I see that artists are the new literatis.
Okay, that's nice.
I absolutely feel that, and I think this is the new movement where the contemporary Pakistani art scene is really hoping to bring about the societal change that we so badly need.
Okay, that's very fascinating that you said that. Now, when, obviously living here, obviously being the director of the gallery, you have to pick the artists and you have to pick. So is there a certain criteria that you look at? Is there a certain theme that you guys follow? How do you, for one exhibition, how do you decide that this is what we're going to do because this is what needs to be highlighted and there's some wonderful artists doing work on this?
We are, as using the gallery, the platform that we are giving at the Serena Hotel with the Satrang Gallery is really to give a chance to a lot of emerging talent.
Right.
Because commercially oriented galleries will show the famous big names and who have already arrived there. And okay, they are great too, but we are giving a chance to a lot of emerging talent, and it's amazing what amazing work is being made.
Why do you think it's important to, obviously you have your classics and you have the masters and the maestros, but why do you think it's important to give this platform to new emerging talent?
Because, you know, they don't have an opportunity otherwise. Art here is not encouraged as much as it should be, frankly.
Right.
And so we think we are playing a very important role where we are giving a platform at a venue like this arena for these young talented people, and they surely deserve it. Their work is so fabulous, and what they are conveying is even more important. So we've had artists from all over the country really, and it's interesting to see how people from far-flung areas are better at art. I think maybe they're closer to nature, or they're closer to the issues that they are facing. So their art is really portraying all that. It's highly sensitive. It's just beautiful work. And that's how we decide on our shows. So we have artists from Quetta, from the Hazara people, from down in Sindh.
Wonderful.
From up north. We have artists from everywhere. And then, of course, from the cities, Lahore, Islamabad.
Okay, and I'm
Karachi.
going to ask you how you find these people, but we have some images that we want to share with all our viewers in a moment. So we will share them in a moment. Okay, now these artists that you said, the ones that you find from all over, from the far-flung areas, how do you actually find them? Because that must be really fascinating, and that must be the fun part, that exploring all these different talents.
Yes, actually, it's interesting. Initially, we had to actually find them, but now they find us.
Okay.
Because I think they know about the gallery now. Word has spread that this is a gallery where, you know, we give a chance to a lot of young people. Talent is what matters. So a lot of artists are reaching out to us.
And I do have to say, you know, and I'm not just saying this because you're here or anything, but Mr. Aziz Bilani has been very supportive of, you know, the social and cultural, be it media, be it, you know, art or singers. And it's really fantastic that, you know, someone's taken such an interest in the cultural aspect of this country. Now, going forward, you guys have recently had some talks, and you've been having some exhibitions. What direction is the gallery going in 2016?
Well, we've got all the shows planned for 2016.
Exactly, that's why I'm asking.
Because, you know, we have to plan way ahead, because the artists need time to prepare the work, and it takes months and months for them to do it. And often we have group shows, so we have to really, as curator of the gallery, we have to help synchronize between the different artists and the themes and whatnot. So the gallery is really moving ahead full steam, I would say, in the direction of really showcasing a lot of art that directs it towards social change, because we feel that's an important social aspect that we are wanting to reach out to. And we have, of course, and we give a chance to a lot of the established artists as well, don't get me wrong. And often we have the established artists showcasing alongside the young talent.
And how does that work? Do they feel happy about that? Are they okay?
I think it's very generous of the established artists who are big people in their fields to agree to show alongside the young emerging talents.
Absolutely.
But it's wonderful for the young people, for them to share a platform with senior established maestros. It's a huge deal for them. So it gives them the confidence, it helps them develop better art. And we have a show coming up really to all our audience.
Yes, please do.
This Monday, it opens a calligraphy show. And
we just had one as well. We just had Dr. Amber on our show as well.
All right.
Yes.
Yeah. So, of course, with Ramadan coming up, we like to give calligraphy a chance at the gallery every year. It's our fifth annual show. It's quite popular, I would say. And so we have the big maestros. We have Rashid Bhatt, who's internationally known. His works are in international collections. And Ustad Gohar Kalam, who teaches calligraphy at the National College in Lahore. And alongside, we have young stars like Bin Kalandar, Musarrat Arif from Karachi, Arif Khan.
Okay, now in regards to you said, you know, the art, and you mentioned that you have sculptures as well. Now, when you are deciding on the exhibition, how do you decide that, okay, we're going to mix and match it, or we're just going to stick to paintings, or we're going to have actual, you know, proper pieces in the studio?
You know, no.
In the gallery.
All right, no, that's fine. We work on a theme. So really the idea is whose work goes around that theme, the topic that we are dealing with. So it may be installation work, it may be sculpture, it may be painting, miniature, there's so many. We try and give a chance to all the different forms of art, photography as well, printmakers. Again, not very commercial galleries won't do that, but we like to give them all a chance. And the show, each show has a title, it's themed, so the work that goes around that.
Okay, so it's whatever art form fits into the theme is how you kind of
Okay,
cater
in
to it.
simple words.
Yeah,
yes.
no, I just want, yes, for simple, because you're trying to educate people. Because,
Absolutely,
because
yeah.
sometimes you'll just have oil paintings and then sometimes you'll just have water-based exhibitions. So I was just wondering if people are mixing, so you'll have the oil paints, but then you'll also have a sculpture in the middle.
Yeah, if
have you
need
done that?
be. Yes, yes, absolutely.
Okay,
yeah.
I'm just trying to figure out how
And
crazy
now,
you
you know,
can
it's,
get.
it's like so much of multimedia, so artists using so many different forms in one artwork sometimes, so it's...
Okay, wonderful. And on that note, we're going to share some images with you. So let's have a look. And my hair's falling out. Okay, so we have
Okay.
this.
All right, now this is an exhibition that we had in December, and it really was paying homage to the children of Peshawar, you know, the tragedy of the previous year. And they had two artists in this exhibition. They are Saad Ahmad from Lahore, and the other one was Agha Jandan from Karachi. And both artists are paying a tribute to the children that were martyred.
Powerful pieces.
Very powerful work, and you know, as a homage again to the children, we gave all the profits of this exhibition towards the 141 Schools for Peace that were being built in the name of each child by the Citizens Foundation.
Wow, amazing.
Yeah, because we just thought that work was, we couldn't do anything else with it.
Okay, and what is this? What are we looking at here?
Okay, now we are seeing, okay, the slides have moved on faster than I thought. Where have we reached now? This is the work of, the very famous Aisha Khalid, famous miniature artist of Pakistan who's known internationally. Now, we haven't shown her work at the gallery, but this work, I had an image of it because we were discussing about art for social change. And I had built in some images of how artists, Pakistani artists, are showing various, this is a miniature piece on a large scale, but defining, they're talking about, it's I think based on Rumi's quotation, 2 wings to fly, not one. So basically dealing with gender issues when you need men and women in a society equally to take things forward.
Wow, excellent. Wow, these are very like detailed, powerful pieces.
Yeah, and it's all very thinking art now. It's not just about a beautiful face.
No.
It's detailed, beautiful work, but with
Thinking
a
outside the
thought.
box.
Yeah, it's with a thought behind it, a powerful social thought.
And the last image
And
you
the
were just
last one was a sculpture piece that was made by Amna Ilyas, I think. And again, it was on a show that we had. In fact, the show was titled Women Hold Up Half the Sky, the famous saying by Mao Zedong. And again, a gender-based show giving empowerment to women.
Wonderful. Now, in regards to this, because, you know, when people start using art for gender issues, you know, a lot of people, like, oh gosh, here we go again. But do you think that, I mean, the feedback as in what we've trying to educate, you know, people on art, but do you think that that is the least kind of intrusive way of kind of breaking these barriers?
Yes, absolutely. It's a beautiful way rather than intrusive. It's just a beautiful way. So you have a beautiful piece of art on your walls and it's still saying something. And it's so important to have and to, I keep telling all our audience, you know, this is the time to acquire Pakistani art, just buy.
Yeah.
Because it's still so affordable and Pakistan has the most amazing art. As a country, we've been through such difficult times, really, that it's thrown up, I think, the best in art, the best in literature, the best maybe in poetry and music and so forth.
Okay, so now in regards to buying art, and especially when it is in regards to a certain issue and it is bringing about a certain change within the society, how does one actually go about picking the artist or the art piece that they want to purchase?
I think you must keep seeing a lot of art to really educate yourself first in it.
Right.
And then that's what gallery directors and curators are for, to guide you. So,
Okay.
you know, to guide you that which artist we think is going to really go way beyond. And here I may add that we've shown several artists in the last some years who started with us as young emerging talent, but very soon have become big names internationally as well.
Excellent.
So I think you should be looking at it too.
No, I am. I actually am very much into art, and I have been trying to find a piece to buy for a while.
Well, I should see you at Satrang very soon.
You will now, actually, now, because I know.
And so I'll just quickly add, we've shown this artist Ghulam Hussain, who's, Ghulam Muhammad from Lahore. And he's a miniature artist and he works with tiny letters of the Urdu alphabet and he weaves them together and makes it look like a rug.
Oh, wow.
Amazing work, and he showed with us 3 years back now, I
Right.
think. and he's now been shortlisted for the Jameel Prize, that is the annual prize of the Victoria and Albert Museum.
That's amazing.
It really is so exciting
That's
for us
amazing.
to see these young people go places.
Yeah, absolutely.
And of course, their prices go places too. So
Yeah.
the good time is to buy them when we show them right in the beginning.
Wonderful. So guys, if you have some spare cash lying around, please go and invest, because these are great investments as well.
It's a great investment because the prices keep going up. Plus, it's something so beautiful.
And plus you're supporting artists within your own country and social
Yes,
change, so you're kind of
yes.
ticking all the boxes.
Absolutely.
We've actually run out of time.
Oh, is that so?
Yes.
It's gone by so soon.
Exactly.
I still had so many things to say.
But we will get you
anyway.
back, because we
Okay,
do
sure.
have more to talk about.
Great.
But is there anything that you would like to share with our viewers before you leave? Any last message on a Friday that you would like to share with them? If you just look into camera.
Okay, certainly. Again, the last message would be to support Pakistani art, to patronize it, because we have to patronize our own artists, and artists need to live. If we don't buy their work, what else will they do? So they're making great art out there. It's helping bring a change in society. We need to patronize it. We need to buy art and support it all the way.
Great. Thank you so much for your time. It's been an absolute pleasure talking to you
Thank
today.
you.
Guys, I hope you enjoyed the show. We had a very art-based show for you today, and we've learned a lot. And art is used for social change. It gives you a snapshot of the time frame that you're in, and even when we're gone, these pieces and things will survive. So we need to invest, we need to support it, because it needs to be beautiful and happy, and our environment should be beautiful and happy. On that note, have a wonderful Friday. Do log onto our Facebook fan page, which is with the name of World This Morning, our Twitter page, World This Morning without a G, our Daily Motion page, World This Morning, our YouTube page, World This Morning. The repeat is at 5 past midnight. And I'm running out, I can't breathe because I said that without taking a breath. So have a wonderful weekend, and I will see you bright and early on Monday. I will miss you all, but I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.